Yo, what up my fellow humans? Today we're going to be talking about the November 8th update for Modern Warfare. I won't be going over all the small bug fixes and updates. I will have a link to the full patch notes down in the description below. Now, in no particular order, we're going to be going over the playlist updates first. They added new quick play filters, they added Shoot House 24/7, they also added Kravnik Farmland to the ground war rotation, and they also added the hardpoint game mode. And now with that being said, they did come out with 2 new maps for free for PC and console, one of them being Shoot House. They also added Shoot House to all game modes, which is more of a traditional 3-lane close range map for them quick and exciting gunfights that a lot of people miss. Next is Kravnik Farmland, and that is a ground war only map. Kravnik Farmland is less of farmland and more of a village. It's home to several barns and houses. The land between capture points is very distant and open, making this map very good for snipers and long range battles. But at the same time, this map is very long and narrow, making a lot of choke points and dense gunfights, as well as those long range battles. They also made a few changes to guns and equipment. Now with the riot shield, they fixed an issue where the throwing knife and thermite weren't causing the shield to go on players' backs. I'm sure a few players out there were trying to exploit that, so I'm glad that's fixed. They also fixed the issue where explosive splash damage wasn't working consistently. They also stated that they will continue to tune the riot shield in future updates. It looks like claymores took a little bit of a nerf. Detonating an enemy claymore with bullets is now non-lethal when at full health. They also reduced the trigger and damage radius, which means you're going to take less damage at range and you have to be closer for it to go off. They also reduced the damage width to better match the trigger width. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining about battle chatter. They removed the ability for enemies to hear when they've been called out by the opposing team. I know it happened to me a couple times. I try to flank people and my character spots them and it calls them out and it alerts the enemy team and they all turn around and shoot me. Now they added a slight increase to recoil while mounting. EOD now claims damage to a non-lethal amount assuming the player is at full health. They made changes for players' visibility in dark windows and dark areas. They adjusted the occlusion percentage to filter footsteps behind objects, and they also adjusted footstep volume at range. So hopefully they made it easier to sneak up on people and get the flank on them. There was also a few weapon changes. It looks like the 725 got a slight nerf, increased the ADS and hip spread, and reduced damage range. I have used the 725 after this update and I can confirm that it is still a beast of a weapon and still has plenty of range on it. The M4A1 reduced damage range and small recoil increase. Increased hip spread to reduce effectiveness up close and less damage range for full auto 5.56 rifles. I'm sure with a good enough accuracy you can still do plenty of damage over long distances with any of the 5.56 rifles. This goes for all SMGs. Increased movement speed, increased ADS move speed, and a small reduction in sprint out time. I'm glad they're making this change, maybe it'll give players more of an incentive to rush. The Uzi got an increased damage range. The MG34, the M91, and the PKM LMGs all got a nerf to the hipfire spread. The MG34, the M91, and the PKM all got an increased hipfire spread nerf. And it also looks like they got a slight nerf to damage range. But the MG34 also has a small ADS slowdown. This goes for all pistols. Increased movement speed, reduced sprint out time, increased damage range. We won't be going over the spec op changes. Like I said, I will leave a link into the description below to the full patch notes. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about this update and what they should fix in future updates. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.